Hey everybody, welcome back to the AfterLife SMP server, Season 2. Now to start off today's episode, I wanted to start over here at our spawn house, which we're not over here, I guess, too often. But there is a plot over there I wanted to show you guys. He hasn't done anything with it yet. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the plot of our newest member, Mr. Gaming Because. Welcome back, Gaming Because, to the server. If you guys did not know, Gaming Because is a member from Season 1 who ended up leaving but has been accepted back to the server. So go ahead, and if you haven't already, go and give him a good, warm welcome back. But another reason I was over here is because I want to show you guys this. So Hutchie went on a little bit of an advertising campaign for his Frolicking Flower Shop, and he's giving out some free leaves. I could really use those. And some blue orchids, and he has a book here. It's titled Frolicking. Greetings from Frolicking Flowers. Hello there, wee laddie. Enjoy this free sample from our wide and exotic range of flowers, leaves, and bushes. Be sure to stop by for more flowers and more, which I will definitely be doing anytime I need flowers or leaves. He did add leaves recently. I think that was a great addition, by the way, Hutchie, if you're watching this. But yeah, that's... I really like this. I will be stopping by. Maybe, I don't know if it'll be soon, but as soon as I need those kinds of things, I will be stopping by the shop. And then the third thing I want to show you guys over here at spawn is over this way. So the other newer member, Berlin River, has decided to take on the task of starting the games district, which will be over here. So he's made little booths right here. And they look really good. I'm really happy with this. I just got done watching his episode about it, and he definitely knows what he's doing. At least he seems like he knows what he's doing. So thank you to Berlin for starting that. If you guys want to know more in depth as to how the redstone works for that, he did explain a little bit in his episode. So be sure to go check out his channel down in the description down below. But today's episode, guys, is not going to be over here in the spawn area. Today's episode is actually going to be over at the base. I have a few things I want to do to deal with animals, and we might be starting, actually we will be at least starting the design of our village houses today that are going to go above ground, above our base. So I'm going to go ahead, head over to the base, and I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. And now that we're over here at the base, I want to start something that I mentioned at the latter half of last clip, but I want to start it first, and it's been a long time coming, but we're going to be starting today the village on the top side of the base here. Of course, underneath we're going to have our main base, but on top of here is where I want to have, you know, kind of village houses that may not necessarily have villagers around them, and they definitely won't have doors because that will interfere with the villager breeder, but just starting some village houses right here, and I'm super excited because I do have a design down. And it looks pretty good. I designed it in creative in roughly 20 minutes. It didn't take that long. I feel like I've been getting a lot better at this whole building thing recently, which is super duper awesome. But we're using some bone blocks, and we're using some birch planks. Can I? Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, come on, baby, come on. There we go. But yeah, so that's the basic design for the bottom here, and we're gonna continue to go around sort of like this. Same design. Oh my goodness. Your boy is great at doing this kind of thing. All right. Do that. And right here will be some glass. Of course, me being the great glass shop owner that I am, I don't have glass on me. But hey, we'll get to that in a minute. But I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this design for these village houses. So as you'll notice, I'm using a lot of birch and oak and bone blocks. And those are going to be the main building materials for this area. Or for these village houses. I just really feel like I don't use these too often, but they go so well together. Of course, I love the bone blocks. You guys probably already know that if you know me, even the slightest. But I really like this combination, and I really hope that this is gonna turn out pretty good. But the other thing I want to talk about this is that you'll notice that this design is fairly similar to my spawn house. We've got this narrow bottom with this longer top. And for some reason, I've just really been enjoying this sort of style that I've been going with recently. And I feel it really fits the area. And it has a lot of potential here. There's a lot of things that can be done right with this. I'm really hoping I can do that. So let's Let's go ahead. Let's play some stairs here. Looks pretty good in my opinion. Looks pretty good. I'm not sure if how plain that is really fits with what I'm going with, but we're gonna go with it and see how it looks. Like I said, I did already do this in creative, so it looked pretty good there, but we'll see. All right, let's get in here. Can I get on top of there? No, I can't. Come on, man. All right, let's do this. And now up here, the design's gonna change just a tad. Just a small tad. Some of the block placements are a little bit different. In a minute also, I will be going into creative world because I actually have a smaller design for this house that I wanted to show you guys as well that we will probably be using. This is the main design, not like that. That is not the main design. That is a bad main design. It's actually not a bad main design, but you know what I mean. It's not what I was going for. I do have a smaller design for this, or a smaller variation of this build that I think is going to go pretty well with this village. It's still the same basic design. It's just a tad bit different. So let's do that. And one more. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. And I screwed up. Let's do a little bit more. And bang. Yes. Head down here. Not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. The little dilemma I was talking about before with the door. When I was doing this design, I completely forgot that this is going to be built near a villager breeder. And we can't have doors. So this is supposed to have a birch door right here. But right now it's nothing. I'll probably put a trap door right here probably. Just to keep things out. But we're going to have to find some other extra solution. I was thinking some kind of redstone. Maybe with daylight sensors. Like a block right here to go up whenever it is nighttime. And go down whenever it's daytime to let villagers in and stuff. I thought that might be pretty cool. But now that you guys know what this looks like, I'm going to go ahead and head off camera and work on the roof just a tad. Work on the roof just a tad. I mean, finish the roof, do the roof, and once I've done that, I'll bring you guys back for a little bit of an update. Alright, let's go ahead and add in this very last glass pane and take a step back, see how this looks. Let's see. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I'm quite impressed with how it looks with the landscape, because I knew the building itself would look pretty good, but with the landscape, I think it looks a lot better. The trees and the grass complement it so well. If we go over here, this is where I saw the best view from. I had to go get some glass from my glass shop, because barely I didn't have any around here. But yeah, that right there, that looks beautiful. I love that. Absolutely love that. And once we get more of those things around here, it's going to look even better. Add in some trees, add in some, I was thinking some natural gravel pathways would look pretty cool. Just plain gravel, not wide pathways, just small ones. Maybe add in a little bit of coarse dirt or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, the only thing I've left to do in here is the interiors, which are incredibly tiny. But we'll have to figure something out for that, which I may address in just a bit. But what I want to go ahead and do, because I have a second kind of variation of this, I want to go ahead and head over to a creative world, and I want to show you guys what that second variation is. So let's head on over there. I'm not certain if any of you have seen this, but this world I'm in right now, which is the creative world, which I have the two variations of the same building in, this is my building creative world, my single player building creative world. Basically any builds that I've done for the past, I think, year or two, that I've had to plan out or that I've wanted to plan out are in here. I have nether portal stuff over here. I have like another tunnel thing. I have statues for single player. That stuff was for single player. That was for AfterLife Season 1. That was just a design. That was for single player. I have a whole bunch of different builds in here. I have different build designs for different things. I have some different shop ideas that I never kind of went with. I ended up going with this one for the glass shop, but I think I made these three all different buildings that I just didn't like. But over here is where I have the different variations. So this is one that we built on the server right here. I added a trapdoor right here because I was just kind of testing it out to see how it looked, and it doesn't look too bad actually. We might use that for now, or just leave it open. But this is the version that we built on AfterLife, and this is the second version that I kind of want to mix in with the first version. It's much smaller. As you can see, instead of 3 high here, it's 2 high. And the 2 high thing here, instead of 3 high, it's kind of shrunken down by 1 block each way. But I think it adds something. I think it does add a little bit of. I really just like the variation that it will add to the village area. This one, of course, is smaller, so it has a much smaller interior, but still, I think it'll go down well. It's the same design. Ooh, I just realized I forgot to add these on the build on the server. Okay, yeah, I'll have to go back and do that. But yeah, the roof is the exact same. Pretty much everything is the exact same. I used some cord stairs right here, and there's no windows in this one, but they're pretty much the exact same, except one's smaller, which I think is still pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead though, guys, and head back onto the AfterLife server. I want to build a few more of these village houses, maybe add in some of these smaller ones as well, and see how that works out. And once I've done that, I will be back. So as you see, I have done a little bit of work off camera. I built these two houses right here, this big one and this smaller version. I think the smaller version actually fits really well with the area. I'm quite happy with it. And for right now, we're just adding in some gravel paths. These don't look too terrible, but I do think I want to do a more complex path for the future. But we'll see. That'll just have to suffice for now, I guess. And everything over here is not looking too bad. I have to light up things, of course. I want to continue to expand this area. It won't just be here. It'll be all across this area. And once we get all these farms and stuff moved down below into the underground area, we'll have a lot more space to move around and, you know, add houses and whatnot. I don't think that this village will go that way too much. I'll probably just fill up this whole area around here and then be done, is my guess. But for the remainder of the episode, what I wanted to do is deal with this problem over here. So as you can see, right now, the animals, they do get some air, and they're doing all right, but they need a lot more space. So what I thought about doing, since we have a village area over here, why don't we give these guys some free range area? Of course, fenced in free range area, but a little bit of free range area over towards this way, back towards where this villager breeder is. We can probably disguise this villager breeder just a tad. But adding some fences around the area and moving some of the animals around here, I think would do them some good and would really help out just this overworld area in general look a lot better aesthetically. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. I feel like that would really help. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is build some fences around here and put a lot of these animals back this way. I have an idea for the fences right now. They sort of follow this pattern with the oak fence right here, the oak log and the oak slab. And then we'll add just a few other things maybe in between. We'll see. It's not going to be a straight wall, or it's not going to be a straight fence, but it'll be, in some places it will be, and in other places it will be sort of curved around and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and get working on that thing I'll do, and I'll be back in just a moment. And here it is, guys. This is the fence I have created for the cows, and only the cows right now. The pigs and sheep will stay over here for just a little while. They'll get their own much bigger area soon, but yeah, we have all these cows out here right now, and I think they like it. Do you like it, cow? Do you like it out here? I did have a problem. I couldn't bring a ton of these cows over here simply because it was going to take way too many trips to bring them all over here, and they just weren't following. So I may have had to send some of them to cow paradise, I guess is what you'd call it. But all in all, we still got some over here. We're going to start breeding these guys up even more and get a large cow supply over here with still a lot of space in between. That's kind of my goal. This will be one of the centerpieces of this area, the villager base area, but it'll also serve as our food supply for the food shop, which we're going to end the episode over at the food shop. I have one item today to bring to the shop. You may be able to see or get a hint from my hotbar. So I'm going to go ahead, head over to spawn, and we will end off the episode at the food shop. So if you haven't guessed already, the food we will be adding to the shop today is pork. As you can see right here, we have a decent little supply, and I want to add it here today. But first, I want to restock some of this right here. We're going to add this back. Here, restock some of that. restock some of that. We have a lot of baked potatoes. I don't expect those to sell out though, so we really shouldn't be needing too much of that. But for pork is going to be the same price as steak, I think. I think that makes the most sense, right? Yeah, that probably makes the most sense. So pork, 1 diamond per 2 stacks. And we have 6 stacks, perfect. So yeah, we now have pork here. For any of you AfterLife members that are watching this video, you now have a little bit more variety of meats to go along with this. Pumpkin pie should hopefully be coming soon, and then I want to get cooked mutton here as soon as possible. We'll see how soon that'll come around. So guys, that is sadly gonna do it for today's episode. I hope you all did enjoy the episode. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. Also, don't forget to check out all the AfterLife members down in the description down below. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.